We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to fight to hold support. And in today's volatility, our SPY buy sent out a bull indicator at 8:35 a.m. And from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside. Full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting to hold support here above 520 in the after hours. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run today was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run today was from our Apple bot. Our Apple bot at 11 a.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside. Full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 50% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. Here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from bright green bars to white with red borders. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, back under a bull indicator after getting a bear indicator up here at the 522 area. Definitely something to not ignore here. It's been struggling to get back up there, and today it broke through support of 520, 521, and it's trying to get back above it here and form a double bottom, right? That is the question mark, and this is going to be crucial going into tomorrow to justify the strength of this bull indicator if inflows can follow and retest of key resistance levels. Now, it isn't only the SPY that dropped today and tried to reverse. You have the QQQ doing the same thing back under a bull indicator at 444.50. You have Tesla the whole day running up at 168. And then you also have Apple here consolidating and trying to double bottom here in this strength back under a bull indicator at 170. Lots of eyes on these stocks within the volatility. And we also have Netflix doing a sideways consolidation after the strength it had on Friday, right? Fighting to stay above that 129, 130 area, keeps rejecting it, and it is a level to not ignore. So for the rest of the week right now, as it's under a bear indicator, that is something to not ignore and watch closely on Netflix. Now, here we are with the SPY under a bull indicator on the 30-minute, but when we go to the 1 hour in the bigger picture, we could see a bear indicator popped up for the first time at the 521.80 area, canceling out that bull indicator from down here at the 512 area. We were watching for that. It confirmed in the after hours in the bigger picture, and here it is so far, going from bright green bars to red bars. And if the weakness were to continue, which we need to watch these support levels, the next piece missing to complete a full transition would be white with red borders. Now, when we go ahead and zoom in into the volatility of the 15-minute, we could see the chop here in today's volatility and even on Friday. And there was a bear indicator that lasted all the way till today's pre-market. After the opening bell, a bull indicator dominated from 519.93 to the highs up here of 520.95. Multiple rejections every time it tried to get over 520.80, and that's when it dropped. And now it's back under a bear indicator in the volatility, right? So to justify this strength here, if it double bottoms and holds support, this bear indicator needs to get canceled. I'll be watching for that in the rest of these after hours and going into tomorrow, and inflows need to follow, right? Which we're going to break down the key levels I would watch and what's going on with the inflow versus outflow. Here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, with outflows dominating in the pre-market and in the middle of the day trying to hold up here these inflows. That's why things pulled up, but it was struggling to go any higher because those inflows did not pull away from the midpoint, right? It stayed stuck there, really close to it, and it's something to not ignore here, how outflows are dominating again, and it's trying to level off, right? You still have a staircase effect here of inflows, but for this to actually have strength and create that double bottom effect here and staircase effect on the charts, these inflows will need to pick up and cross the midpoint. Now, the reason why the stock is in this tight consolidation and stuck here, when we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour in the bigger picture, the outflows have been dominating all day. Even though it's green, really close to the midpoint here and at negative 0.29, it is still below the midpoint. And you could see that weakness where it really started on Friday on its pre-market, and it's been going downwards since those outflows started to dominate, and we've been below the midpoint. Now, to justify the possibility of this double bottom effect here and possible staircase back up, these inflows will need to cross to the upside to start moving within the charts and justifying that move with the possible strength of retesting key resistance levels. Now, what are the key levels I would watch? Well, when we zoom in and look at this from the 15-minute, yes, in the first half, we could see that strength. Inflows were trying to dominate, but in the second half, outflows are dominating again. Even though it's sideways, it's a negative 0.71. And if this continues downwards, it could start to reflect that weakness into these charts. And the first support level I'll be watching is 519.50. Then below that, I'll be watching the next level of 518. And if that gets broken through and these outflows start to pull away even further here on the 30-minute and pull down the 1 hour with it, then I'll be watching the 516 to 515 level. Now, to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to pick up, cross that midpoint, start to reflect that strength here into these charts, create that double bottom effect, moving up with it, and then rolling over that strength here into the 30-minute, getting these inflows back above as well, and that strength of possible bull indicators and rolling that strength into the 1 hour. And the first resistance is 521, guys. It rejected multiple times at the 520.80 area. I would just round that up to 521. And if that gets broken through, the next level I'll be watching is 523. That's where things started to slow down here after those outflows started to dominate on the 30-minute and 1 hour chart. And if that gets broken through, the next resistance I'll be watching is the recent highs up here of that 524 to 525 area. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, but the inflow versus outflows, they need to pick up and cross the midpoint to justify any move to the upside. And I'll be watching them very closely here on the 30-minute and in the volatility of the 15-minute. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Now let's make some money.